Hello, what's up, YouTube? So today I am going to showcase my hybrid harmony Necromancer setup um, that I made, which incorporates the harmony bomb along with spin to win as my execute. So I'm going to have a build video towards the after this BG match. So I just want to show like what I can do in this with this setup before getting to the nitty gritty of the build. All right. So all right, the match has started. I'm buffing up. So I'm using the double maces on the front, and it gives me the extra pen. I think with like my setup right here, it will go close to like 11k pen. So that's with like Baylords, it will be more than enough. So here we go with our first bomb. Glacial Colossus, light attack, acuity, Great Frobber Bomb. Yep, everybody dies. And basically, while waiting for the synergy cooldown and acuity to cooldown, I'll be on my healing bar. And looks like we're ready for another bomb, light attack, and spin to win. Yep, there we go. That's the magic of the build. And here, I can showcase how tanky the build is. Okay, because being a Necromancer, you get resistance flush. You got the Mender and the Major Resolve. I mean, if you play your cards correctly in like a 1v1 scenario, you basically unkillable, even without a defensive set on. Especially with like the Flare giving you like 10% mitigation, and the Mender here, the Spirit Mender giving you another 10% mitigation. Okay, here we go. Can kill this guy here. Light attack. Very proper bomb. Yeah, we did. So yeah. So while on the healing bar, I will heavy attack while passively gaining resources. Not passively, actively gaining resources, and passively gaining ult. In case until my next bomb. Okay, I think I'm ready to go for a bomb right here. So okay, Blast Moans, Spirit Mender. Okay, Blast Moans hits, but I'm just gonna cast it anyways. And yeah, I saw the other Dark Convergence right there, and I just didn't wanna like cast my. I don't want to waste my ult. I mean, that's the thing about like bombing. You just gotta wait till the right time. So okay, I think we're gonna go for another one here. Okay, Blast Bones. Blast Bones hits. I think it hits the Atro at the back, but Blast Bones not necessary since the Colossus and the Grave Robber Bomb is enough. So yeah. Okay, so I'm just heavy attacking this guy to gain ult and gain resources. So yep, this guy is just backing up. Oh, Dark Convergence. So yep, one good thing about there's a skill on my healing bar, which is Race Against Time. It removes the snare, so that's snares, and it really helps with the counterplay for Dark Convergence. Okay, block that medium. So I'm just backing up from that fight, and I'll get into the nitty gritty of the build. Okay, so my werewolf friend is dying. I'm just using my resistance. I'm going to use my resistance flush to heal him right here. Okay, I got enough ult, and there we go. Triple kill. Is that a triple kill? Nice. Yep. So we're just running away until the group respawns. And it seems that we got a fight here at our base. So I'm just heavy attacking, heavy attacking. So yes, with this setup right here, Basically, I like BGs in my opinion more than Cyrodiil. Like maybe sometimes it's just like because with BGs it's just like instant action and stuff. So I for me I'm kind of a BG guy. So I I I, I prefer them to Cyrodiil. I mean, which is fun. Cyrodiil is fun with a good group, but you know, you gotta like ride your horse to the crib, and not the crib, the keeps. Yep, the keeps, and it's just to me just a lot of like waiting around and stuff. And as you can see, we got 12 kills, and I think I got enough. We out for a bomb. Okay, oh, dark convergence. Gotta get out of that. Okay, the green team is back at it again. Okay, so there we go. Wiped out all of them. And what's funny is that it's not my dark convergence that pulled them in. It's two concurring dark convergence, but yep, with the Grave Robber Bomb, it's just easier to wipe groups. And ideally, I mean, for like resource management wise, I would use light attack to like proc the mechanical acuity, but I like to use spin to win sometimes. I mean it costs like 2,000 something stamp, but sometimes if you're like, you know, if the opponent is behind you, you don't have time to like turn back around and light attack to get your acuity proc. So with spin to win, it procs your mechanical acuity as well. See? And you can just activate the Grave Robber and they'll instantly die. So yep, just a bit of a niche thing for my build. Okay, so we got this Stamina Templar guy again. Okay, seems to be running away since I'm kinda unkillable on the back paw. Okay, Harmony Bomb, more Grave Robber, and the Blast Bones hit as well. Yep, and it seems the match is ending. Oh yeah, before this match ends, I would like to say I got some nasty whispers for running this build on BGs, saying that, you know, I'm using an overpowered build, I'm trash without the build, and you know, this build is OP, and you know, why don't you take off the build and see how well you do. All statements are valid, because I'm an average PvP at best, but this build makes me do really well because it's kind of busted. But with the impending acuity nerf, which I will talk about later in the video, on other sets that might complement this playstyle. So okay, let's get to the build portion of the video. Alright, so let's get to the build portion of the video. Just gonna make this quick. Okay, character sheet, these are the stats, you know. My pen used to be higher, but I switched out one of the weapon traits to Nernhorn instead of both sharpens. Attributes, you can put more into stam, but you know, I like to be a bit tankier, so it's like half and half on the health and magicka. Shadow Manders and you know, and all that. Okay, look at the skills. Wait, I should show the items first. Alright, healing bar, potentates. So this has helped me survive, I think, a lot, because you know, I reduce damage taken from players by 3%, and you know, that helps. I think it makes me a bit tankier, and I run defending on the back, because before this I run like pariah and acuity, and by then, you know, I have so much resistance that you know, I just put on like powered for increased healing. But now that I'm running two damage sets, I choose to opt for like defending instead, because it gives me more like tankiness. Alright, and for the glyphs, you can just do whatever. I used to run like a not like a. It is a absorb magic glyph. Gives me some magicka back, but you know, with this oblivion damage glyph, it, you know, sometimes I can like get some cheap kills, you know, just by this glyph alone. So I can just run whatever. And front bar, or the damage bar. The reason I'm running the resto on the healing bar on the main hand is because on the character sheet I don't want like this guy like holding like I don't want my maces to like clip through the uh, my outfit here. So that, yeah, that's a dumb reason, but you know, I yep, look at that clipping. God damn it, ESO. Anyways, mace of mechanical acuity, mace for extra pen. And I used to run like both like sharpen, but I decided to try out Nerdhone and it gives me more like weapon and spell damage, so you know that's pretty good. And then monster set, I'm running Baylorks. Okay, I'll tell you the exact weight and stuff in a moment. So Baylorks, you know, when you cast your ult, you got like, you know, spell penetration, you know, it's pretty good, and spell damage and stuff. Perfect for the Magicka Necromancer bomb. You know. And mechanical acuity. Yep, the old the set, you know, that gives me that big burst. 100% critical strike. Can't go wrong with this. Until the next patch, unfortunately, which I will get into. Alright, so I'm running medium on the head, triglyphs on the big pieces, heavy on the chest, shoulder, medium. These two dark convergence small pieces, light, and heavy on the pants and boots, medium. So it's what is it? Three medium, 2 heavy, and 2 light. Okay, so for this setup I have right here, I would run like 1 medium, but I just like a bit of tankiness. So I mean 2 heavy, but I just like a bit more like tankiness and stuff. So you know, but if you're confident in your team's heals, you know, you can just run 1 heavy to get that bonus. And 2 light for the pen. Ideally, you know, if you want like go full damage, you can run 7 medium, because I saw like a very similar build to this where this guy runs like 7 medium, so it's like full spell and crit damage, you know. But I just like to have a 2 light to have that extra like spell and weapon pen. Alright, and amulet here, the jewelry, harmony, all harmony, increase the damage of your synergy. Really essential to the grave robber bomb. Is that loud? I feel like that's a bit loud. I hope that's not too loud. I am gonna turn it down just to be safe. It's really loud for me. Okay. Okay. Yep. Spell damage. Spell damage and harmony. You know, I go out this jewelry right here. And yeah. That's basically the item. The gear, you know. So, what else? Yep, triglyphs and on the big pieces. Oh, the traits, right? The heavy pieces I put reinforce on for a bit tankiness, but other than that, all the other pieces are all impenetrable. You know, especially with like proc sets critting next patch for some reason. Impenetrable, it's the king of like you know, PvP traits, which it's usually it's a safe choice for me, since I like to be a bit tanky. For food, I'm running Bewitched Sugar Skulls, but you know, I used to just go with the regular tri-stat food here, so you know, But Bewitched Sugar Skulls it gives you, I mean, it's kind of like the best in slot food right now. I mean, it is. So, if you can afford it, Bewitched Sugar Skulls. If not, I think you can get away with a normal try stat food. Okay, what else? Okay, the skills. Okay, on our damage bar. Um, this the first spot right here is kind of like a flex spot, a flexible spot where you can put whatever. Honestly, this proximity detonation, it's not really like I mean, it's okay if you can time it, but I kind of like my bombs to be like surprising. And if you see one guy like glowing in the middle, like approaching you, you will like pop your immovables and stuff, and and I don't know, like this kind of flex spot. I would put another skill which I would talk about. You know what? Let's talk about right now. I would put this skill right here, Blinding Flare. It reveals like invisible enemies, but I don't really use that a lot because obviously with like Dark Convergence on my body, this procs Dark Convergence, so it'll ruin my synergy cooldown. So, but while slotted, you gain major protection, reducing your damage taken by 10%. So, it's a pretty good skill to slot on your damage bar, especially, just like 10% reduced damage. It's pretty good. And Degeneration for that major sorcery buff. Always good, Degeneration. And the big boy here, Avid Boneyard, also known as the Harmony Bomb. You know, so if you cast on top of a corpse, it'll deal 50% more damage. But with all the madness happening in PvP, you can't always time that. But basically, when you cast it, you can activate the synergy, and it will deal a large burst damage. And I'll tell you about my combo after I overview the skills and what to do in the next patch as well. So, what is unique about my build, in my opinion, is that I incorporate, and with all the new armor passives that's introduced in Blackwood, I incorporate spin to win, or whirling blades, or whirlwind. Whirling blades is a morph, and basically the morph it's an execute. It's an AOE execute. When it crits, it deals a lot. The lower it gets, the more it hits. So yeah, Harmony Bomb with whirling blades, and I this can kill people. I mean, it will kill everybody. After you activate your synergy bomb and stuff, and but sometimes with this thing, I mean, you can't really spam it because you use stamina, and stamina is not really a dominant resources for this setup right here, unless you want to put more into stam. But that's, for me, I like a bit of more tankiness. All right, so sometimes if your targets are healing, and they got major resolve and stuff, sometimes it's just best to cut your losses and just run away. So yeah, and so whirling blades, it's what makes this it's one of the key parts to making this build work. Okay, so stalking blast bones, summons a blast bone, and the longer it travels, it hits harder, and it's one of the key components of this build. It's really important. Use hits really hard, especially when it goes drunk and not knowing where to hit, and then after after 7 or 6 seconds, it just hits for oh man, it hits hard, and on top of your other stuff, it's the best. All right, so Glacial Colossus, oh my god, this skill, this ultimate is OP. especially with dot convergence, you know. And you know, I shouldn't explain dot convergence because everybody knows what it does. But let's just go over it because I didn't really go over it. So if you cast a AOE ability, which Glacial Colossus is and Grave Robber is, you will summon an orb and it will pull everybody in, and then it will deal damage. All right, the damage is going to be adjusted next patch, which is good. But out of these two sets, actually, I'll talk about what I'll do in the next patch later. Okay, let's see. Yep, Glacial Colossus. Sorry, procs Dark Convergence. I don't have it right now, but let me just cast it. Let me just cast it. So, and oh yeah, buffed up stats. This is without the major sorcery, so you can get close to like 5k. So, yep, these are the buffed up stats after like Baylor and stuff. Okay, so yep, Glacial Colossus, and I'll go over it after I explain the skills, the combos. And Summonance Armor. I choose this morph because, you know, the reduced cost of the Blast Bones and, you know, Skeletal Mage and Spirit Mender, which I use, Spirit Mender. It just gives me more like cost reduction, which is good. I don't use the other morph. Basically, the other morphs, it pulls like your targets that are damaging you in, because I'm afraid it might ruin like the crowd control cooldown, the CC cooldown for like all my other stuff. So like a bit of cost reduction is good, and it gives you major resolve, increasing your resistances. So yep, this is a must for any like Necromancer PvP build, I would say. And Spirit Guardian summons a ghost, heals you, and while active, 10% of the damage you take is transferred to the spirit instead. Basically, it's major protection. Okay, and which segues into our next skill right here, Blinding Flare, which I talk about briefly. So while slotted, you gain major protection. So basically, in this bar and the other bar, if you choose to put this here, you are mitigating 20% of the damage, you know. And with like with a very strong burst heal like resistant flush, I mean, this resistant flush skill, it's probably the strongest heal in the game, you know, because it heals you really quick. Like it's like 10k per take. I mean, with like Battle Spirit, it's like 5k, but you know, still, it's really good. It saves me from like a lot of situations when I'm almost like dying and stuff, which you probably saw like during the gameplay part of the video. So yeah, it applies minor defile for you to yourself for 4 seconds, but doesn't really matter if you're at like full health, you know. So yeah, this skill is the best. And Race Against Time. Okay, so Race Against Time, after activated, gives Major Expedition and Minor Force. Major Expedition plus your movement speed. Yep, you'll move really fast, and gives you Minor Force, which increase your crit damage by 10 seconds. So this is one of my favorite skills, like probably like defensive skills, you know, because like it does like so many things. Makes you faster, makes you crit harder, which is essential to like, you know, mechanical acuity, like hitting as hard. And activating this ability removes all snares and immobilization and grants you immunity for a short time. So yeah, not only are you removing all the nasty like snares from like other players, you're also like moving fast. So if you get hit by a Dark Convergence, just Race Against Time out of it, and you remove like the snares from the Dark Convergence, and and you know, you can just keep spamming it to remove it and stuff, and yeah, it's just a really good skill, Race Against Time. And for the back bar ultimate, or the healing bar ultimate, okay, I choose the barrier, okay. I never use this, like, unless sometimes I accidentally activate it. But you know, it's probably good if you want to like cast a barrier and absorb some damage. But like, come on, glacial colossus that can kill everybody, or like a barrier that heals your team, you know. But the reason I'm putting this is I don't want to get too much into the passives because it might take too long, you know. But it's mainly for this. So increase your magical recovery by 10% for each support ability slotted. And yeah, we got two. So that's 20% magical recovery right here. And with like the mender out, and I'm sitting at 1000 recovery. Oh, I should probably put like my food on so that I can see the buff up stats from the food. So yeah, these are the buff up stats. So yeah, you're getting like 1000 like magical recovery. Oh, don't lock out, that's bad. 1000 magical recovery, it's 1000 per second. And let's just see how fast our magicka goes up at like 50%. So you see, it's like 5% for each second. It's pretty good. So yeah, you'll like in your healing bar, in this particular setup, you'll recover very fast. And basically, that's a skill. This is what I'm comfortable running with. You know, other people might have a better setup, but that's the good thing about PvP builds. It allows for more like creative setups. You know? And yeah. Okay, so let's check out the combo. So the combo is you would already have your minor force from your Race Against Time and major sorcery, and blast bones, grave robber, light attack, grave robber synergy, and this is the normal like non-alt combo. Um, this normal non-alt combo, I mean, oh yeah, and after like the stragglers came, you know, I mean, after they get hit by your bomb, you can just spin to win to finish them off. Okay, so this normal combo, I mean, it's good, but it won't like it doesn't. You can kind of wipe groups out with like low health, but with the combination of the ult, so you charge up your blast bones, grave robber, light attack. Oh, I forgot to cast grave robber. That's embarrassing. Oh my god, it's not like I have done this 1,000 times. So oh yeah, while this is happening, let's talk about the cooldown. So the cooldown for synergy is 20 seconds, and the cooldown for mechanical acuity is 21 seconds. Okay, and the cooldown for dark convergence is 15 seconds, I believe. Yeah, 15 seconds. Okay. Oh wait, there's acuity. Dark convergence. Okay, there we go. Yep, 15 seconds. So wait, is it 15 seconds? Doesn't say here. Yeah, 15 seconds. Yep. I can. Yep. So basically, every 20 seconds, you can bomb, and while that happens, you can just kite around and you know race against time and heavy attack to gain your magicka back while passively gaining ult. You know, so on your healing bar, you got all the buffs up, you got 20% mitigation, you can heavy attack to gain some resources back, and yeah, you can just build your ult that way. So, the combo. Okay, so major sorcery on. Let's just give this a try. Okay, blast bones, ult, light attack, synergy. So that combo will wipe out most groups. So yep, it's just your glacial colossus, charge up a blast bones, and grave light attack to proc the acuity, and grave robber synergy. And make sure you want a light attack before you hit the synergy and before your blast bones hits, so that it'll all crit. And yeah, and by then they'll all be like stunned or like dead. So and you can use spin to win to finish them off. And we'll check up this passive right here. Yep, gain a 15% more bonus by attacking like stun enemies. So yeah, and on top of that, you know, this passive gives you more execute damage. And oh yeah, here, Maces, increase your armor penetration by 1650. Alright. Oh my god, I feel like this is really long. Is this too long? This might be like a 20-minute video. But I just want to explain like the nitty gritty of this setup right here. So yeah, that's basically the combo. And let's talk about what I'll be doing next patch, which is the Deadlands patch. Okay. So I'm sure everybody knows, but Acuity is going to be gutted next patch. Basically, long story short, you won't get the 100% crit chance, and you know, it's just it sucks. It sucks. It's you know, like Acuity is like the most like you know, it's essential to the harmony bomb, I would say. Like it's how I hit as hard, you know. Right. Yeah. So it's kind of essential to the harmony bomb. So I will still use Dark Convergence, but out of these two sets, like Dark Convergence and Mechanical Acuity, I never thought that Acuity is the one that's gonna get nerfed. But in a way, even though they're going to reduce the damage to Dark Convergence in the middle there, but they are buffing the pull. So right now, it doesn't say here on the tooltip, but it will pull a maximum of 6 targets in. But next patch, it's gonna pull everybody. So yeah, they are buffing Dark Convergence in a way. Like you cast this shit in like a Zerg, you will pull everybody in. Like, but I haven't seen it yet. I haven't seen the buff Dark Convergence yet. You know, I haven't seen. Deadlands is out right now on PC, but on the consoles it will be out like in the next few days. So yeah. So next patch, I'm thinking I am going to switch out Acuity for where's this? Dagon's Dominion. So if you fully golded out this, it will gives you like around 490. And with next patch being like all sets like hybridized, basically weapon damage and weapon pen, it'll all be spell and weapon pen. So you know it'll be hybridized. So adds 400 something weapon damage to your AOE abilities. It will buff my blast bones. It will buff my spin to win, I assume, because I think that's AOE, and it will buff my grave robber synergy. And so yeah, and it's in medium, so we can add more like crit and spell damage to our setup. So I'm thinking I will put this on. I'm gonna start farming this next patch with the smart RNG system. So yeah, like hopefully it goes well, or hopefully I just have to not bob, I guess, and go for a more honest setup. So yeah, hopefully this goes well. If not, guess I'll retire from PvP. Alright, with that being said, Thanks for watching. Hope this video is not too long. And yep, take care and goodbye. Yep, bye. Oh wait, one thing I forgot. My race. I'm a Breton. So, I like Breton. Gives me more magicka, more spell resistance, more recovery, and reduce the cost of your magicka skills by 7%. So, it gives me more sustain. I can heal more. Ideally, if you want to go more damage, I would go Khajiit or like Dark Elf or like High Elf or something. But with like a QED getting nerfed, I wouldn't go Khajiit. If you want to survive more, like I would go Breton. I mean that's just for me. In my opinion, the race doesn't make or break your build. So, it's cool. What else I forgot? Damn it. It's funny how I'm making a build video on like towards the end of the patch. God damn it. Yep, I guess that's it. Thanks for watching and goodbye. Damn it. Okay, one last thing. Alright. So, my potions. I like to use immovability, essence of immovability, and basically you become immune to knockback and disabling effects. So when you cast your bomb combo, you'll be immune to like stuns and disabling effects and stuff, and you're free to just cast your bomb, pull everybody in, and kill them. But if you can get away without like casting this, and you're like running away from all your attackers and all the survivors of your bomb, because basically everybody will be chasing you. I like to use the tripod to restore all my resources. Basically just my stam. But ideally I would use the immovability to become immune and stuff. So yeah, really good potion, essential to my setup right here. And bye for reals, and hopefully I didn't forget anything that I will put in later. Alright, goodbye.